Good evening, sir. My name is Joshika. Today's story is on the Seven Crows. Once upon a time, there was far away, mid high mountains, a green valley. The valley was crossed by a clear stream, and a woodsman had built his stone house on this bank. The woodsman was married and had seven sons and one daughter. Bye, dear, bye, kids, he says, and he leaves to work. He often had to travel from home to work, and his wife had a hard time bringing up the children alone. Oh, good Lord, what a nasty bunch. Actually, the daughter did not cause her any problem because she was kind, pretty, and helpful. But the boys were the cause of her problems because they were rude, disobedient, and quarrelsome. They had no respect for their mother, and she was very worried for them. Boys, time for bed, she says. Beds are for old people, Mom, the kids say. When the husband returned from home, tired after a week's hard work, the poor wife couldn't bring herself to tell him of his son's mischievous behavior because she didn't want to worry him further. Oh, poor thing, he's so tired. I must not disturb him with such pretty things. So the woman kept her sorrow to herself, not realizing that by doing so her sons would only get worse and worse. As a matter of fact, when their father was not home to punish them, the boys kept on taking advantage of the situation, which continued to get worse. Boys, enough already. Brothers, please pay heed to Mama. Shut up, stupid girl, the boy says. Their sister suffered most because she loved her brothers even if they were wicked. But she loved her mother especially. Being the youngest, however, none of the brothers paid any attention to them. The seven boys got into the biggest trouble yet. In the woods grew a dangerous grass, which causes the animal's stomach to swell. The woodsman had always told his sons to make sure that their goats never ate any. The cruel boys filled a bag with the grass and then mixed in the animal's food. I'm dying to see how our goats swell up, one boy says, and they, instead of bleating with blood, they all laughed together. Then, later on, the goats and the cow fell ill. Their bellies swelled and ached, and they could not stand up even. Oh, Mama, look, the daughter says, animals are so sick. Oh, what has happened to the poor beings? The mother says, we won't have any more milk. We won't be able to make any cheese. How will we survive? Then the little girl asks. Look how stupid these animals are looking, a boy says. The sons laughed maliciously and did not realize the evil they had done until the woman, at the height of her desperation, cried, I wish you were crows rather than sons of mine, the mother says. When she spoke these words, a mysterious cloud overshadowed the sun. It was suddenly very chilly, and the boys turned into seven big crows. They flew away. Brothers, oh no, the daughter said. Oh, good Lord, what have I done? The woman was so frightened and felt such great regret that she fainted. Oh, mother, the daughter says, what do I do now? When the father came back from work the day later, he found out the truth and was very upset. Nevertheless, he tried to comfort his wife. Oh dear, it's not your fault. Your sons were nasty and you were bound to lose your cool. But the house was filled with sadness and despair. A long time passed and the little girl grew older. She still remembered her brothers and rarely smiled. One day she asked the mother permission to go and look for them. No way, dear. I can't lose you too, the mother says. I will find them. I feel it. I feel I have to go and they are expecting me. Let me go, mother, and give me your blessings, please, she asked. Okay, dear, the mother said. The mother could not resist her daughter's pleas, and the little girl left home with a little bundle of provisions. She walked for 2 days through the woods, climbing towards the mountains. Oh, brothers, where are you guys? She asked. Her provisions were getting over. Pretty soon she had no more food, her clothes were torn, and she was cold and tired. The third day at dawn, she saw a strange little cottage in the mist. Who must live here, she says, and something attracted her to go to the house, even thought it had a gloomy and uninviting appearance. When she was inside the house, she found a little bowl with 7 balls on it, and her heart beat very fast. Maybe she had found what she was looking for. Can it be? Is it my brother's? She went ahead and saw there was a large pot full of wheat and oats on the fire. Oh, food! I am starving, she says. The little girl was very hungry, and so she poured a bit of food on a bowl and ate it avidly. Then she went upstairs and found a little bedroom with 7 little beds, each one with a different colored blanket. Blankets of their favorite colors. Oh. With tears in her eyes, the little girl realized that she had finally found her brothers. Exhausted by the trip and the commotion, the little girl lay down on a bed and fell asleep. I must wait for them here, she says, and she goes to sleep. Later on, 7 chattering crows pushed upon the front door and sat around the kitchen table. Someone has eaten some of our soup, they say. But who would ever come here? We are condemned to be alone on these mountains forever. Nobody will ever come to look us. When they finished eating, the crows pulled on their sleeping caps, went upstairs, and found the little girl in one of their beds. But this is. Oh, one of the crows said after delicating touch her braid with his beak. That's right, this is our sister, they say. Our sister. Our sister, everyone say, our sister, our sister. At that moment, the little girl opened her eyes, and when she saw herself surrounded by the big and ugly birds, she was frightened. But out of one ugly beak spoke a kind voice. Are you our sister? Are you our sister? They ask. Then the girl replies that the little girl got up and opened her arms. My brothers, I found you. There she says, we are together again at last. The 7 crows looked at her sadly. Now we are frightened and disgust you. The girl hugged every one of them. I love you very much, she says, and even if you are turned into crows, you are still my brothers. When they heard this, the crows were moved and began to cry. Don't cry, please, the girl says. We miss home, family, one of the brothers says. Why don't you come back home with me, the sister says. We would like very much to come back. We would like very much to come back. Everyone says that. And we regret our evil ways. But how can we show ourselves to our parents like this? They say. Mother would accept you all the same. I am sure of it. She keeps crying and thinking of you. In spite of what we did? Yes, that's being mother. She has yet not forgiven herself for the cursed brothers. Come back, and she will be most happy to see you all. The little girl insisted and convinced her brothers to come home with her. Okay, then we shall all go home, the crows say. Yeah, hooray, and they walk. Come on, let's go, she says, and she begins to walk down the mountain. There's no need to walk back and down the mountains, sister. We will fly there and carry you, the crows say. As they were about to leave, the youngest brother said, "Wait a minute. Let's bring mother all the sparkling stones we found as a present." He goes in and brings back bag full of beautiful stones. "Wow, they are really beautiful," the daughter says. "Do you like them?" "Very much," the girl says. "They might be precious, you know. When we crows see something sparkle, we can't help ourselves and take it. And see, this one sparkles more than the rest. Maybe it's a diamond." "Yes, maybe," the girl says. "It's beautiful, brother." They finally left. The world was very different from above. At first, the little girl was scared. "Oh, I will fall, brothers," she said. "Don't worry, little sister. We won't let you fall," they say. "Don't worry, little sister. We won't let you fall." Everyone says that. The seven crows held her firmly and flew safely. Then they saw the valley, the stream, and the little house where they were born. The courtyard was deserted, and when they landed, the little girl said, "You wait here, and I'll go and call mother," she says. "Let's surprise her." Then she silently went into the kitchen and saw the poor woman leaning on the table and weeping. She hugged her and kissed her, saying, "Mother, I am back, and I have a big surprise for you." "Oh, my dear daughter, you are here at last. I thought I'd lost you forever." The poor woman was so happy and moved that she didn't know whether to laugh or to cry. The girl wiped her tears and brought the mother to the courtyard. She found the crows. "My poor sons, I missed you so much. I am so sorry to have uttered that curse," she says. "A mother should never say such things against her children." "No, mother, we deserved it. We regret all we have done," the sons say. "We very much regret our wickedness." "Oh, my family is together again," the mother says. They were all crying over the past when suddenly another miracle occurred. The seven brothers became boys again. "Oh, dear Lord, brothers, you are back to our old slave selves," the daughter says. The father, who had heard voices, ran out of the house. "Thanks God, I can see my children again now." "Father, we are so sorry," the boy says. Everyone says, "I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry." Then he cried as he hugged his sons and his daughter. The years passed and the boys became more and more responsible. The stones the crows had brought to their mother turned out the precious after all, and the treasure allowed the family to live a better life. So, this was today's story. So, never be wicked or cruel to someone else because that may cause you more. So, being kind and nice to everyone will make your wish true and you will be happy throughout your life. Thank you.